Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. It is 7:45 in the morning. Tiana is just now leaving. And so this is just going to be a chit chat. It might turn into something more. I don't know. We're just going to talk about what's been going on. Y'all, first thing first, Jalen is suspended from school for 2 days. I got a disciplinary action paper on Jalen that says that he ran out of the cafeteria with another child, and so he's suspended for 2 days. Okay. So I have been going through something terrible since coming back from the little vacation. I know I told you guys in another video that I kind of felt off and like I couldn't get back into my routine of things. I talked to my friend. She was like, oh, you probably have depression. I was like, shh, probably. Like, that's a given depending on what's going on. You know, I'm coming off of all that stuff with Justin. Then some stuff happened while I was down in Florida with my family, 2, 3 different things really, and so I dealt with that. Then let me see what else. My job, in school. So you guys, I was preparing for the ACT residual, which is, it took the place of what they call the TEAS 5 test that you have to take for health professions. In order for me to go back to nursing school, I told you guys about it briefly. I have to take this exam. I have to score 18 or higher on it. And so I was scheduled actually yesterday to take it at 1 o'clock. And I know I had told you guys, like, leading up to it, I was going to record and post for you guys to see like everything that went on up until I took the test and then after the test. Well, I could never get that footage because I ended up having to reschedule my test. And y'all, I got slapped in the face. Like, my 5-year plan, my plan is set. Like, certain things have to take place at a certain time in order for me to remain on track. So I'm off track now because I can't sit for the test again until September 19th. I am, on one hand, I was very upset about it. On the other hand, I was looking at all of the positives to it. The positives to it was this. I've been out of school for 12 years. In 12 years, as you're developing, as you're getting older, your brain cells are dying off slowly. You have children, your brain cells die. And so I could use the time to increase and build upon a lot of skills that I've forgotten over the time period that I was out of school, which, like, it's a lot of stuff that I forgot. And I used to be like, in college, I was a math whiz. Like, of course, it's not going to take me long to remember. It's just getting back on there. And most of the stuff that I need to brush up on, like, it's easy stuff. Well, I take it back. It's easy once it clicks back in my head. When you don't use certain skills, you lose them after a certain amount of time. But, you know, that's one of the positives. The other one was that I didn't lose my money. That's what it was, because I have to pay $45 for the exam, and I thought that I was going to end up having to pay another additional $45. I don't. They told me they'll accept it as just like a prepayment, and then I don't have to worry about anything anyway. So I went ahead and did that. Now, those were the positives. Plus, like I said, with me getting extra study time in, it ensures that I'm going to be able to perform exceedingly well on the test. I don't foresee getting the minimum requirement, which is an 18. I probably won't get that. I think that I'll be higher up, of course, because I'm an overachiever anyway. So an 18 is unacceptable for me if that's the minimum standard. Like, I don't want an 18. I'm not going to get an 18. Like, so all of this is just preparation or whatever. So, you know, I'm looking at it like that. But then there's also another piece to it. The reason I couldn't go. Not having a car has been like the bane of my existence. Having to ask another individual to take me somewhere has really gotten me to this point where I'm like fed up, and I was holding out on getting a car because I wanted to wait until after all the tax season madness dies down. Plus, I was waiting on some additional money to come in too, so I could throw that towards a car as well. But either way it goes, like, a car has to be in play no later than September. I can't do it anymore. I am stressing unnecessarily by not having one. And it was a process because I was so adamant about not wanting to get a car loan because of all of the issues with having a car note. And I don't like all that. It's like I pick my struggles, I pick my battles. Like, it's either I pay an extremely high rent, or I pay an extremely high car note. Rather than pay a extremely high car note, I'd rather pay a rent because that's where I have to lay my head and whatnot. So I'm in the middle of a struggle, and it's so hard to decide. Like, yes, if I go get a car off the car lot, it will afford me the opportunity to branch out and no longer have to stay at my job where I'm at now. So in essence, having a car will eliminate this stress and another part of my stress. So not having a car lately has been the most stressful thing ever for me. So there's that. Then I have been, oh, well, the other piece to that is, like I said, I didn't go because the Uber and Lyft was ridiculous, y'all. Just for 3 hours for me to go out there to take the exam, I think it's 3.5 hours. Like, I would have had to pay almost $100 because it's on the complete opposite side of town. And it was like damn near $100. And so I was like, I'm taking too many L's in a day. People they make a lot of decisions not looking at it from a bunch of different ways. Yes, on one hand, when I take this test, it'll enable me to get to school. Two, the difference is I had to take off work, which meant I lost a day's pay, which is way more than what the Uber is going to cost and the testing fee together. So like I'm losing $45 for the test fee, $100 for the Uber, and a day's pay. Too many L's in one day for me. So it was more feasible for me to go ahead and get schedule it further out, get that seating date, and now I can plan accordingly and ensure that when the time approaches, I have everything that I need for that that particular day. So I'm not taking the whole day off. I'll only take half the day off, or a couple of hours. Yeah. So, and then I'll prepare better, and I'll be in a different headspace with that. And plus, I'll be more prepared. But it's just like, the anxiety of it all kicked in, and it was just like, yesterday was like a complete meltdown. When I tell you a meltdown, like, I didn't lay in my bed. I just stretched out on the floor. I was talking to my friend, and it was just like, God damn, every time I turn around, it's something. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm so out of whack. And y'all know, like, I'm heavy on planning. I carry a mini happy planner in my purse. And when I'm at home, this is like my classic, and it has different sections in it. And so, you know, I have this, and I normally, all of my major plans, everything that's being done, scheduling, all of that goes here. And anything that happens while I'm on the go, like if I need to make appointments, things of that sort, then I use this. So, because it's always with me. And then some information I carry over. It just depends. So that if I need to make phone calls on the fly, I have it with me. Well, I'm going to show you. Okay, so I use, what month is this? This is April. Normally, my weeks are filled in, like, completely. I went back yesterday, finally, after realizing, like, hold on. Like, I went back and filled it in, so it's not right now. But I had so many blank spots. Like, it was a mess. Like, I wasn't touching my planners. I was stressing about having to get up and go to work. Here's my single mother struggle that I'm dealing with right now. I work the most awkward shift ever, which is second. Second shift is 3 p to 11 p, which means that when I am leaving for work, my children are coming home. Now, when I tell you OCD is real, and I'm noticing that it's getting real bad again. Like, when I was little, it was horrible. People would be like, oh no. Like, I have the thing with the cups. It is bad. Like, I get a stain on my shirt, I will leave work, I would change clothes, and then I have to, if I get too hot, I have to come home, shower, and then go back to work. Like, it's horrible. And even my desk, yesterday I noticed that my desk, I rearranged it about 5 times in one day. Then my closet, I cleaned it out and organized my shelves and all kinds of stuff. Like, my room's already clean, and I keep re-cleaning it. So I'm noticing, like, that's starting to become an issue with me. Now, the rest of the house, I'm obsessed with my kitchen. My kitchen, y'all, just period. Okay, here's where I'm at. My kitchen, I don't like dishes in my sink. I don't like people to spill stuff and not wipe it up. I don't like for people to open packages and leave wrappers down. And like Tiana this morning, my kitchen was clean because I cleaned it thoroughly last night, sprayed it down and everything. And she made oatmeal, and she tore the packet and left the packet on my counter. Now, in the morning, when I walk into my kitchen, it has to be order, period. Like, nothing on the countertops, nothing in the sink, nothing on my stove. Nothing. Y'all, the pack of oatmeal almost sent me over the edge. When my kids, I don't know where they get this messy gene from. Like, I the only other child that's not 100% like that is Michael. Michael, cause, and I think maybe some of my stuff rubbed off on him, but he knows to clean my house. If my house gets to a certain, oh no, he'll come in and he'll be like, okay, I'm cleaning it, Mom, I'm cleaning it, because I'll start screaming and yelling like, y'all don't understand. I get real bad anxiety when my house is not clean. I get real bad anxiety. It was some fingerprints on my cabinets and where they opened the cabinets with dirty fingers. Man, I was in there last night scrubbing. Now I have like to go on my deck. My barbecue grill has not been cleaned, and y'all, it's bothering me so bad. Like, it's raining outside and I still feel the need to go out there and get the grill and clean it. So, but what I'm noticing is it's worse when I'm stressed, when I'm under a lot of stress. My OCD is real bad. I'll tear the whole house apart and redo it 3-4 times, and that's what happened. Like, my room, I clean my room so many times and there's nothing to clean. I vacuumed the floor about 4 times. It's just stress, y'all. I know what's going on. Until I can get a handle on the stress, I'll exhibit these behaviors. But some of it is not, because like I told y'all, when I was little, I was real bad, very bad. My grandmother used to have to carry. She used to have to carry a cup for me in her purse. I didn't drink from water fountains. I wouldn't touch certain things. Like, you know how you have to tell a kid, don't touch it. You don't have to tell me that, because I'm not touching it. Too many people touch it. And I'm like that at work. I don't like working. And it's crazy because it's the healthcare field, and I get it. Germs are everywhere. But y'all, when they start coughing, I start going like this. And it's a habit. Like, I don't like to be sick. And especially the worst thing for me is to be like congested. I hate congestion. So anything that's going to make my nose stop up, oh, hell no. I'll deal with a cough. I'll deal with a headache. I'll deal with all that. But my nose stopped up, hell no. I can't, because I feel like I'm suffocating. Then I've noticed that right across here, I've been having bad chest pains, but I think it's borderline I'm getting ready to have a panic attack. I have not had any of those in like, last time I had it was in 2012, when they told me that my aunt had died. Complete went to shit. Lost my shit completely. Literally. Like, dropped to the floor immediately. Like, and would not do nothing. Just cried and rocked and cried like for hours. Like, I'll have those where I feel like I can't breathe. And yeah, I'm aware. One thing that I take very seriously is my mental health. And what I've come to find is that through years of talking to therapists and whatnot, for me, medication therapy is not, let me say this. They said that that's not an option for me, only because all of my issues are stress related. The minute that the stress alleviates itself or goes away, so do all of my signs and symptoms, and I'm back to my normal. And I don't have any health issues. Like, I don't have any major health issues. Like the doctor told me, my primary care doctor, she was like, until you get rid of your stress, she was like, that's why you stay sick. You're not physically, there's nothing wrong with you, literally. She was like, all your labs, and I have proof of it. The most pressing thing that's wrong with me is my anemia. That's it. Now, granted, my anemia, the little OCD tendencies, and anxiety and stress, those are they mimic and feed off of each other. So it's all of it together. Um, and so, like I said, I'm not in any denial. Like, I know what's wrong with me. But like I was telling my friend, because she was like, oh, um, you may be depressed. I was like, girl, let me tell you about my depression. If I'm depressed, my room would be trashed. Do you hear me? Because I wouldn't have cleaned up anything. Nothing. I wouldn't get up. My kitchen would be. Now, that's how you know when I'm in a funk. My kitchen would look like I'll just let the kids do whatever. I wouldn't say nothing, or I would just let them go for what they know if it's a depression. But this ain't no damn depression. This job get on my nerves. These kids are trying every last nerve I have. My family is stressful. I just found out yesterday that my brother is gonna be going to jail. He's saying he's okay, but he's not. Like, it's a lot. And now I want to be there for him, because legit, he's really trying to clean himself up. And this is just, he got to pay the piper. Y'all heard me say that. So he has to pay the piper because of a choice that he made. And it was I don't know if I want to put all his business on here like that, but fuck it. It's no excuse for it. But it was domestic violence, and y'all know how I feel about that. However, I'm not siding with my brother because he is my brother. I'm siding with my brother because there's a flip side to the coin, where his son's mother, she's exhibited a lot of domestic violence tendencies as well, because I actually wanted to get at her for calling my aunt a bitch on social media, which my aunt does not interfere with what goes on with her and my brother. My aunt does not interfere in their business at all. The only thing my aunt is concerned about is my brother's son. And this young lady, she's out of pocket. Very, very much out of pocket. What happened was they were arguing, and they were in the midst of it was a verbal at the time, and he put her out of the house. He left and went to my aunt's house. He's at my aunt's house. My aunt's husband opened the door and let the crazy girl in, and they commenced fighting. Both of them were intoxicated at the time, so it ended up being domestic violence, because he did end up mollywopping the hell out of her. So yeah, he gonna have to pay the piper for that one. That's not encouraged. We don't. He has to pay for that part, but never. Baby, that thing there is. Whew, she got a lot of issues, and her issues have issues, and I have encountered firsthand on social media some of the things that she has said and done, and my aunt was like, don't say nothing, because I will, y'all, that's still my brother at the end of the day. And the stuff that she was just posting, just, lady, please, you got too many other things going on with you to worry about who my brother's sleeping with. It does not matter who my brother sleeps with. Y'all are not together. And that's her biggest issue. Y'all are not together. You cannot make somebody want to be with you. They both, like I said, exhibited domestic violence behaviors. So that's why he's going to go to jail. But he has since done everything that the courts asked of him. He has gone through treatment as far as alcohol to Alcoholics Anonymous, and he had to have counseling. He's still going to, he has like all his documentation, certifications, pins, coins, whatever they're doing now, and things like that. And he's not working one job, he's working two jobs. He doesn't have a lot of idle time, so he's not getting into as much stuff as he has been. He's gotten his license back. He is legitimately trying. And when someone is actually trying, I don't mind helping if I can, because he is trying. Now, when he was out here and he just thought that he could do and say and just act a ass and calling me in the middle of the night drunk as hell, and not acknowledging what was broken inside of him, I couldn't deal with that, because that would rub off on me. We didn't have the easiest circumstances. Now, that's because of our mom. As far as growing up and being loved, we got that from our grandparents and our aunts and uncles. But he couldn't deal with this stuff with our mom. Like, for me, the best recourse for me was to do well in school. Like, I've always succeeded in school, and that was my outlet. I could have chose to be on drugs. I could have chose to be, an alcoholic. I could have chose to be a lot of things. However, I chose not to. I chose to take what was negative and turn it into motivation and fuel for me to do something positive. And so I threw myself into school, books, reading. I didn't want to hang out. Never had a desire to hang out, because I just felt like hanging out is, and doing what? Are you being productive when you hang out? Like, I never was into that hanging out. Would I go out occasionally? Yeah, because we all need that break. But hang well. I hang in my house. I got plenty to do in my house. Plenty. I wasn't doing all that. And so my brother, his was different. He followed the exact same path as his mom, our mom and his dad. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. I seen what he did to them, and I was like, hell no. Like, death was everywhere. Death was literally everywhere. My uncle, he died. My brother's father was dead. It was too much death at an early age. And a lot of people in jail. My aunts, one of my aunts was in jail. My mother was in jail. My cousin was in jail, all around the same time. And it was just too much. So that's where his issues was, and that's where a lot of his issues surrounding women come from, because he never received the love of his mother, and he's still searching for that. And I think now he's coming to terms with the fact that it's not in the cards for her to actually be a mom or a grandparent. So there's that. But back to me. So what I did was, anytime I start exhibiting things going on, I start to do my research, and I am able to do that. I know where to start. I know what I'm looking for and things of that nature. Most of the time, I am able to self-diagnose accurately. It's only been a handful of times I have not been 100% correct. But I am suffering from burnout. I literally do not want to go to work. I have not recorded on YouTube, which, you know, that's my job too. I have not recorded. I have not uploaded. I have not edited. Maybe 2 videos. I think I did 2. You got a solid 2 videos out of me. And it's just a job. I work in mental health, like, and you can't work in mental health and not acquire some type of MI, something. You'll start to exhibit behaviors. You'll start to take on some of the behaviors of your individuals because you are literally surrounded by these people day in and day out. I am surrounded by 3 individuals regularly, every day, all day. I work 7 days a week. So I'm literally with them all the time. And with that being said, I don't get to do the things I need to do in my house. So in order for me to get a grip on like my recording, my planners, my videos and things like that, I have to record before I go to work. But being that I've been burnt out, all I've wanted to do was sleep and lay around. I did not want to do anything else. So I've started to implement different things to make my life easier. So I put my crock pot away and I hadn't used it. I pulled it down because when I don't have the energy to cook and I need to feed my children, it's easy for me to just throw something in the crock pot and, you know, they'll have a meal. I have started, y'all, listen, my coffee pot has a program feature. It's a I'm talking about it's a high-end coffee maker. My crazy behind never programmed it. So 2 days ago, I programmed it. And so now in the morning when I get up, my coffee is already made. It's another easy thing. So rather than being disgruntled because I don't have any coffee, I can just go in there and pour it in the cup and be done with it. And that helps. It really does. What other little things? Oh, my coupons was all over the place. I have not been clipping. I've been keeping them whole. But in the midst of keeping them whole, I don't know what I was doing. I was just throwing the, stacking them up. Not throwing, but stacking them up on, on the, my little storage drawer. And I finally, by date, and threw away all the old ones. Everything I have now is current. So that's good. Now I dated them. So let me show you guys real quick. So it looks messy, but it's not. This is just, that coupon fest in the front came out of the magazine, which is the 414. That's the most recent one. They go from the most recent down to the older ones. And they're bundled with a rubber band. So if I need to access a coupon, I can look it up on the coupon database, find out what insert it's in, go to it, clip it, and go. That just makes sense right now until I do my my coupon binder, the updated part, the updated binders. I have them here. I just haven't done anything with them. Y'all, this pen is life. It's a Sharpie pen, and it is in black, but this pen is life. But it's running out of ink. Anyway, so That's it. Burnout is real. Burnout is very real. I was looking at, hold on guys. I was looking at some signs and symptoms of burnout, and so I've exhibited a lot of these. Um, Burnout is a state of chronic stress that leads to physical and emotional exhaustion, cynicism, which y'all know I'm normally positive and upbeat. But when I tell you it came down to that test, it was like, you can't do it, you're gonna fail. Oh, you should just give up. Like, I don't talk to myself like that, and I don't do all that. And so I was like, what the hell? And detachment. I haven't completely detached yet. I'm still here. Feelings of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. The lack of accomplishment is real. I began to start to think about, this is a dead-end job. Every time I try to get out of the job, it's like something keeps holding me back. Yeah, y'all, that was real. So signs, chronic fatigue. I had that. I told y'all where I just feel drained emotionally, mentally, physically. Insomnia. I suffer with that. That's a recurrent thing. It didn't just start with this. Forgetfulness, impaired concentration and attention. Lack of focus and mild forgetfulness are signs. Yes. I did that with studying for the ACT residual. Like, I had been forgetting appointments, missing documents. It was just a lot of stuff I had started to forget. Then it says physical symptoms. I told y'all I know what I be talking about. Not all the time, like 85 to 90% of the time, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So physical symptoms may include chest pain, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, GI pain, gastrointestinal pain, dizziness. I've had that. I sat at the desk yesterday and my head was spinning. Fainting and headaches. Now, my headaches started increasing in the last week. I hadn't had any until then. Increased illness. No, I haven't gotten to that point yet. Loss of appetite. Now, let me tell y'all, yesterday morning, the only thing I ate was, I had 3 waffles on a plate. I didn't eat them. Like, I threw it away. And I hate it because I don't like being wasteful, but I couldn't eat it. It just was like, so that started happening. Anxiety. Yeah, I've been on edge a lot with this job. Like, all I say when I get this, I can't wait to go home. Ooh, y'all get on my nerves. Like, that's all I see. And it says depression, the feeling of being trapped. That's how I feel, like I can't get out of this damn job. Anger, yes. Anger is just been irritable. I've just been looking at people. I didn't tell y'all I had gotten into an argument at work. Had to curse the guy out. Like, you playing with the wrong one. Like, go find something to do because I don't have time for this. Yeah. So then it was loss of enjoyment. Yes, the stuff that normally makes me happy, like planning makes me happy. Talking to y'all makes me freaking happy. I couldn't do it. Like, I literally could not bring myself to get up and do it. Period. pessimism. I told you guys, like, I just was like, I can't do it. Now, who says me? I don't say I can't do it. Anyway, just isolation. Um, it says I may come in early or leave late to avoid interactions. I would do that at work. It would always be leave early because I didn't want to be bothered with nobody after this work. Detachment. Calling in sick, stop returning calls and emails regularly. Yep, came in late. Y'all, it was real one day. I was just like, get there when I get there. Oh, and my phone has, like, I've been getting texts, everything. I was like, I had training yesterday. I didn't go. If I couldn't go, let me tell y'all why. If I couldn't go to my test, I damn sure wasn't going to no training for this job, because it's nope. Hell no. I said they'll have to catch me when they do the makeup session. I ain't got time for that. Feelings of apathy and hopelessness. Y'all, I told y'all, like, I feel like, what the fuck? I'm stuck as hell. My job, I don't even care. Like, the only thing I wanted to do is do exactly what it's doing, paying bills and I just want the money. And I wasn't like that before. Y'all know I was real passionate about my individuals and whatnot. Increased irritability, yes. When I tell you one of them say something to me, I be like, lack of productivity. Y'all, we do we do electronic documentation just like a hospital charting, right? Y'all, I hadn't done that in like almost a year. Only time I would do it is if something major happened. Then I would do it, even though we're supposed to do it every day. I was like, nope. And then I don't like using their computers anyway. I have to normally take my iPad to be able to do it effectively, because they're I can't work the Chromebook. It's not like a regular computer, and it's aggravating. And it's not touch screen. I be trying to touch the screen, messing up. And the keyboard layout is a hot mess. Like, it's Chromebooks, and they never keep it charged. They don't even have a charger for it. Somebody stole it. So I hadn't done any of those things. Like, here's why though. I feel like this. I go above and beyond. I feel like my job holds me to a higher standard. They hold me to this standard because I know the rules. I know how it goes. I know what's supposed to be done. But you cannot lean on me, and I'm not in that role anymore. I am not a manager. I am not. And I shouldn't be doing the things that my boss should be doing. Granted, he's young. I offered to help him. Y'all, this is looking dark. Like, my face is, I don't know what's going on. But like I said, it's my manager. Like, I can't do your job for you. If I'm gonna do your job for you, I need your pay, which means I need to go back to being a manager. But at the same time, it's certain stuff that's going on that will have me without, it'll have me in a position where I can't get my RN, my license. A lot of the stuff that goes on, I have to fix to keep me out of trouble, to keep the rest of the people employed in the house, and to ensure that I don't do anything to jeopardize my future, as far as my licensure, my ability to give meds, my ability to deal with Medicaid and Medicare and things like that. So, y'all, I'm always having to fix something, or somebody made a documentation error and the error is going to the state, you know, I have to catch it before they do it, because it'll have us messed up and it'll have me in a situation. And so I'm kind of like tired of that. Like, when are you going to take some accountability, sir? This is your job. You know, I can run the house as best I'm going to run it, but this, I don't get your pay. I shouldn't have to do this. I literally work at this house 7 days a week. You don't want to listen to nothing I tell you. Then my boss is messy. If I tell you that this is what's going on, you go back and you going to say, well, Kesha said. Why? Just say somebody said. Or just don't say nothing. Just keep your eyes out so that when you see it, you can catch it and ask. And it's just like, why am I putting forth all this effort and you getting to pay for it? Then you messed up my check. Like, what? I just was like, whatever. And that's part of what's pissing me off. And I had to be like, well, I need some time. I'm tired. I'm sick of dealing with you, sick of dealing with these folks. Like, and I don't want to take it out on them because it's not them, it's this job, just period. The policies, procedures, the way they handle their business, the disorganization, all of that. It's just aggravating as hell. And especially for somebody like me who I already have anxiety. And if I walk into the job and shit is out of order after I done put it where and how it's supposed to be, and you came and you redid it and then you messed everything up. Oh man, y'all, it's just it's a horrible thing to experience this burnout. It's real. I have not been to work since Monday. Today is Friday. I'm going in today. I don't want to, but I'm going because I have to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Plus, the kids aren't going to be here, which means I don't really have to be here. It's really nothing for me to do here. I haven't checked my mailbox. My mailbox is right downstairs. Y'all, I ain't checked that mailbox in like 3-4 days. I don't know what's in the box. Could be anything. Which reminds me, I do need to go down there and see, because something about a check and some money. I don't know, but I need to check. And so there's that. Like, crazy. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'll do another video, but y'all, if y'all have people who work a lot of hours or work in the healthcare profession or work in mental health, check on them, because I guarantee you they're not okay. They're not okay. They face even more battles than the average person because they deal with people. So they encounter people all day, every day. And it's hard to build that wall to where you don't want to build a wall, because if the minute you stop feeling in this profession or these health professions is the minute you're no longer good at your job, because it has to spark something inside of you. And if it's not doing that, you best believe they got burnout, especially if they was passionate about it at one point in time. Check on them. That's all I can say. And if you've ever been to like some psychiatrists or psychologists, they have a certain level of crazy. Like my cousin, he used to go to a psychiatrist who the psych used to wear mismatched socks. And would be crazy too. And it's like the job. After a certain amount of time, you start to take on some traits, some attributes of the people you care for. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps somebody. I hope somebody can identify this is not a pity party. This is I recognize what the hell going on. And for all the ones who want to get in the comment section, who will eventually see this and tell me medication, there are alternative therapies, there are other things. And the number one way that you can do it is becoming aware of when something changes and what triggered it. When you start to see a pattern, you can recognize them and try to fix them and adjust accordingly. That's how come I've not hit a depression. It has not like I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to get out of bed. I want to sleep all day. Hell no. I don't want to sleep all day. That shit makes me feel unproductive now. When I'm asleep all the time. What depresses me is when I'm not doing something to propel myself forward. So yeah, but not a depression for real. I don't mind getting in the shower bathing. It's not an issue for me. When that becomes an issue, when I don't feel like getting up and actually getting in the shower and taking care of my personal hygiene and things of that sort, then I know that we have a real problem. Houston, we have a problem. And then I know to call and be like, hey, let me set up this appointment with a therapist real quick and see, can we get some of this under control if it becomes too much. Journaling helps. I have not been journaling, and that's probably part of my issue too, because I vent in my journals. I have journals from way, way back in the day. I'm talking about I was like 13, 14. I still have them. So, I know what works for me. I've been in my body all my life. I've dealt with my issues, my mental health for a while. It's nothing like detrimental. Like, I'm not suicidal. I'm actually not having a woe is me moment. I'm having a moment of clarity where I can say this is what's wrong and this is how I intend to fix it. Or actually it's starting to fix itself, because rather than being reactive, I've decided to be proactive. So when you recognize, you know what to do. I work in mental health field. I know signs and symptoms. I know what's going on with me. So I'm good on that. And of course, I have a physical with my PCP the end of May. And so we'll discuss all this. Like, I'll talk to her about all of it, which she'll be like, you know, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. And I think it'll help too once I start exercising to release endorphins and whatnot. It'll be good for me. That's when that happens. That's when I get a car. I'll be a lot better when I get a car. Anyway, so again, you guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am actually going to start recording. I'm off of the crazy now. I say crazy jokingly. Don't take it literally. I am off the madness. I'm back on track. I have to pull out my schedule for recording because there is some stuff I need to record. So again, guys, love you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Inbox me if you're having issues. If your issues are worse than mine and you need somebody to vent to, please don't hesitate. We may be able to swap stories. Anyway, I will see you guys in the very next video.